Alright. So last episode on this Demolitionist, I believe we killed Theoden, actually. And we have a couple of items now in my inventory here that I didn't look at before. That are probably worth looking at. Like Scorch Rune leg plates being probably like the least interesting one here. Or is it leg plates of valor? This Valaxeria arcane ropes, however, is pretty nice apart from the prefix. Like, why the heck is it a Rime Frost? That's a little unlucky, isn't it? Rime Frost at least gives me some resistances on top. My current one has Pierce, Aether, Chaos though, which is pretty prime resistances, not gonna lie. This one is Poison, Aether only. There's also Glory of the Silver Knight, which has a lot more armor than Chosen Cowl, but no Chaos Res. It does have Bleed Res at least though. Oh yeah, we also have to go to the Ancient Grove, right? To get the Slathzar medal and the Gulgazor amulet. This is where the character totally didn't die the last time. We also found a Butchers of Vitality Flesh Warped plate mill here, which also has Aether, Pierce, and Chaos. I mean, it's literally the same that I have right now, just better. So let me equip that. That is insane, honestly. Wait, did it not update title on Twitch? It did. What do you mean? What do you mean? Inscribed bracers are nice damage, but they would make me lose Aether, so I don't really want to change that. These are just the same, but better. They are very nice for damage, but they unfortunately have shit resistances, right? Like, only fire res is kinda terrible. I could play some Dreek Sect of Squall Suffix, is pretty darn bad though. Okay, these are just useless, honestly. Like, sure, they have fire damage, but they're pretty fucking useless. Black Plates of Valor, maybe. I mean, this would have Chaos Res, right? +2 to Cocktail. Losing +2 to Cocktail, though, is kinda bad. I need to reform these shoulders, right? Blazing Inferno has chaos resistances. Okay, I mean, Dreek Sect, you can easily reform them with better affixes. Let's not settle for these. Okay. I need a component for my chest, and that's it, right? If a weapon has a description like swords, X, 2Y, physical damage, and 100% armor piercing, it does percent physical damage increase their damage? No, because any kind of conversion in Grim Dawn always happens before percent increases. Armor piercing is like the last step of conversion, so like it happens last before any other conversion. But it still happens before any kind of like percent increases. Hold on, I need more reds, right? Somehow. 2 red, 1 green. Do I pick up Viper? Or what? I mean, I could play Phoenix, actually. Phoenix should be good. Like if we play, say, Panther or Turtle with Phoenix, it should be nice. Okay. The UI is nice, yeah. Okay, so I think first of all we try to get a crawler shoulder piece, if even still possible. These guys are level 40. Okay, there is still a shoulder piece. Literally the first mob dropped one. Okay. I mean, this also has higher chaos rest than my lower level one. The one problem being though, losing some PS runs. But I mean, okay. This was a quick run. This was a very quick run. We just put this in the chest, the 6 watch in the chest to fix the pierce and bleed res. And then we can keep the armor absorb on the shoulders. Sure. I mean, this is a pretty great item already. High fire of Scorching, we're gonna keep that for a while. Belt. Oh yeah, Relic. What's the demo Relic again? Conflagration, I think, or something like that. I have it. If you don't have it yet, you can just farm the vendor in the Kept District until he sells it to you. Okay, Fervor, right? We need Fervor. Is Fervor one of the faction ones, or is it one that we can farm from the vendor? Fervor is from Homestead, okay. Oh yeah, let me also double check my reputation here. Is there anything where we can already... Nope, there's really nothing that is honored yet except for the Black Legion, okay. I think we should still be high enough reputation to at least get the Fervor Relic. Okay, let's just buy all of this one. See you around. Oops. Come see what's left of my wares. Oh yeah, we already got the chosen chord, okay. Iron well spent. Never mind. Salt bag, best in slot, yep. What brings you to my forge? Okay, craft this, and then we have this. Now, what does my movement speed say about that? It's gonna be fine, okay. So conflagration is great. Why is conflagration great? Because it gives you laser. And also gives you like +1 to all the skills in demo. So we can like remove 1 point from cocktail here now as well. We probably can remove molten walkers completely, like once I get the amulet as well with like another +1 to demo. Also, we don't need to spam the fireball anymore, so we could just play like double Blint instead for more percent damage.
If you find any blueprints, bring them back here.
The seasons are community-driven events? Yes, they are. If you bought your game on GOG, will I be able to play the season 2? I think so? Question mark? I'm actually not 100% sure right now, but I think so, yeah. Is anybody in chat here who played like previous seasons on GOG? Or is it Steam only?
Got any more scrap
I
metal?
honestly forgot. I think it should work with GOG as well, but
See you around.
you have GOG, Grenado on GOG, and you played seasons, no problem. Okay, nice. Thank you for the report. Okay, let's go kill some cultists real quick here. This is just a minor side quest. Let's just get it out of the way rather. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's just get rid of it. My health on this character is not as healthy as on the Necro that I was playing earlier. But I do have the blast shield, right? 14 points, so that should like carry me as well for a while. Is there gonna be a new season to Grim Dawn soon? Yes. At some point after Things of Astakarn. Maybe like a month-ish after. Do you think the salt bag could be build defining with essences in Season 8? Probably not. Stun Jack's buff when? Do they need a buff? I don't think they need a buff actually, or do they? I mean, I think they feel terrible to play, but aren't they actually pretty good damage-wise? Tuned range buff. All those PvE players out there. I mean, there's plenty of strong ranged builds, and thanks of Astakarn, including 200 ranged. But the game is just not PoE, man. Like, what can I say? It is just not PoE. Fire Paladin? You mean the Aura Paladin? Aura builds might not be that strong right now in Grenado, to be fair. Like, Crate doesn't really like the idea of aura builds being strong, I guess. I don't know. But you can just play a Guardian build or a Rune of Colors 4 build instead for Paladin, or even guns. It's pretty nice. Those are pretty nice. To be fair, actually, there's one skill that has been buffed. In the Aura Paladin, the Judgment skill has been buffed. Because it was kind of weak. Heroes of Hammerwatch. Who? What? What game? Pixel art, Diablo style game? Yeah, maybe if I have a second life I would play it right now. I kinda don't have time to play games recently, I just play Grenado and that's it. Need a new life, yeah, I need like the time I had like 10 years ago again. So you don't want to go like full laser mode all the time, because it's gonna drain your energy like crazy. You just want to like apply the burn of the laser skill every now and then. Because otherwise you're out of energy all the time, like I am right now.
I can't open it.
Whisperer of Secrets? Wait, what? Or the blueprint I got? I don't know, maybe some random trash blue item that you can maybe ascend, I mean awaken now, who knows. Vile Scar, Abyssal Mask. Oh, there's the same one again. It's a... Ah, it's the Bleed Helm. The Pierce Bleed Helm. This is the Ring of Steel helmet. Prismatic Diamond is a good one, you need to get that one. And... I mean, we could play a Living Ring. Aggressive Protection kinda doesn't really have the stats that you want from it there. Dawnbreaker Water is absolutely busted right now still, I think. Like, it needs another nerf. Maybe. Or well, there's like a couple other like variants of it that are maybe even stronger right now. Maybe it's not actual Dawnbreaker needing a nerf, but like some other variants of it. Let me double check. Just nerf retail. Yeah. Oh no, the build is using 4-piece Dawnbreaker. I think it's a little bit different than like what was last posted maybe on the forums, but yeah, it's still absolutely busted. Xanta needs to just nerf it once more, man. Triple Ugden Bloom, let's go, baby. Oh my god, dude, this fucking boss. It's so sketchy every single time, dude. Okay, wait, no. That's me dealing more damage. Dude, he didn't even have like any modifiers. So busted, this boss. Did YouTube needs to make it easier for people to tell whether they're actually watching live or they are like commenting on something the streamer said on stream like 2 hours ago. I've never, I mean, it's always like has never happened to me on Twitch because Twitch pretty much like, or like people on Twitch usually only watch live and not so much non-live, but on YouTube, since you can just like scroll back in the stream, right? I bet this happened more than once that like people were asking me something. There were basically like people asking me questions that or like making comments about something I was talking like 1 hour ago, and then I was reading out that stuff live and then wondering like, wait, why the fuck are they commenting on this? I was talking about this like an hour ago, and like if they are expecting an answer from you now, then I mean, they will see the answer in 1 hour from now. Like, it's not gonna make any sense. And I feel like Mr. Misha Pavelek right now is in the same spiral. Happened to you the other day as well. Yeah, I mean I get it, like it can happen. And there's only like this tiny red symbol on the bottom left or so of the player that says like live or not. And you can click on the live button to get like to jump to actual live, right? I should probably write that in chat to him. Otherwise it's gonna take an hour for him to realize. Anyway, we got Vilgazor's heart here from this guy. This is the amulet that we want. This is why we're basically going here in the first place. Apart from Slavstar's medal, like you go to Ancient Grove because of Slavstar's crest, but you also go here for... Oh, the phone, where is it even now? Am I blind? Ah, here it is. For Vilgazor's heart. It doesn't have any bonuses to Cocktail, but it does have nice bonuses to Grenado, and if you're like, you know, lacking single target damage, you can add Grenado to the spell on top later on. And yeah, this one has like +1 to all skills to demo once again. So pretty nice. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So like, I mean, if you on YouTube, right? If you're watching a live stream, you can scroll back in the bar. You can like rewatch everything, of course, and because you can do that live while the live stream is, you know, live as well. It might happen to you that you maybe misclick when you open the stream and you click back in time the second you open the stream as well, and then you're no longer live, right? And then you have to click on the live button once more to go back to live, basically. That's just, I mean, now you know, right? I thought I should tell you this once so that I don't answer, so that I don't keep answering questions, or like, yeah, questions that you had about things I said like an hour or two ago, because that's always not gonna be of any use for either of us. Actually turns back gray now. Maybe your internet connection is like not that stable and you're always lagging behind a little bit. But I mean, if it's only like a couple of minutes, then it's not gonna be like that big of a deal, right? Or a couple seconds. The DLC's worth it. Good question. Are the Grim Dawn DLCs worth it? Or are they a scam? What are the sustain sources for Blackwater Cocktail early mid-game? Health pot. And that's it. Leveling up. And there's also regen on Vindictive Flame, but it's not that high. Regen was pretty good like a couple patches ago, but it kind of got nerfed. It's not that amazing anymore, I think. Unless you have like an actual proper regen build decked out fully. They kind of over-nerfed it. Yeah, I think so too, a little bit at least. But to be fair, I'd rather have regen being weak than... Like, I'd rather have people rely on leech than regen. Because leech requires proactive fighting, and if you're playing, say, a meta character, requires you to be in range as well. Like, to get to the danger zone in a way, right? Whereas with regen, you can just run around in circles, and that's a little boring. The Gargoyle ring could also be good. Vigorous of Voidfire, I mean that's not bad, that's not the worst. This could be usable. 55 plus 3 Grenado as well. Fire damage, health, bleeding resistance. Wait, if Voidfire doesn't give me any other resistances, just bleeding? What? Huh. That's worse than I thought it's gonna be. Maybe we like farm Goddess one more time as well. Ooh, Worm Scale, hold on. These are of course really good boots for demo. I mean, way better than Molten Walkers. Goddess Ring meta goodbye. I mean, Goddess Rings can still be good, it's not like they're bad. But they're not full meta for every build anymore, that's for sure. Isn't Retail Water with Massive Regen the exception here? I mean, actually Retail Water is more leech dependent than Avenger Water. So...
Come see what's left of my wares.
Using Molten Walkers until level 54? I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, hold on. Empowered Inscribed Bracers, though, actually have some decent stats. I had the unempowered ones before, and they didn't have any resistances. These are kind of decent. Is the Weaver Ring any good here? No, not really. What about this? Not the worst, actually. You could also play this totally normal Dawn Shard if you don't have a good weapon for some reason. It's also another +1 demo, but I mean, this weapon is obviously a lot better. Okay, we switch over to Worm Scale Foot Guards for obvious reasons. Because also once we get to level 55, which is only one more level, we get another +1 demo, and then we have like this back to 22 points anyway. Do you think to learn the game to get efficient at the runs, is it just to learn the build and run it through acts multiple times? I mean, yeah, to learn the main campaign and be like efficient with like what how to say that, like what quests to run in which order and so on. I mean, yeah, you just play the game. You just play the game.
Turmoil within you.
Okay, I think next level I'm gonna go back here anyway and just spec into Grenado as well. It's time to add Grenado. Like once you have Vigor's Heart, it is time to add Grenado. It is too good not to play Grenado.
Let's take a look, shall we? Bring me back something interesting.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
Tinkering is my specialty. Bring me back something interesting.
Okay, let me just clean up some more quests before we go to Forgotten Gods, like the stash here. Yeah, I've been doing like full normal runs, rinse and repeat for the last couple of weeks now, or months even at this point. Not because I need to learn the game, it's just to prepare some new like leveling guides for people. That's like the main reason here. Okay, let me do one more Golos run. Does Pox fall off in mid-late game? Well, for single target it kinda does. For AoE it can always be fine. Pox is usually being complemented by other skills for single target. Either Sigil of Consumption stacking, or Doombolt, or a skill from a second mastery. I mean, Act 1 it obliterates everything, yeah. But I mean, it's only Act 1. Like anything obliterates Act 1, kinda. Okay, not anything. Righteous Fervor does not. But any decent AoE caster skill will obliterate Act 1. Where's the entrance? You can also learn the maps and ground tools, to be fair, because the maps are static in this game. There's only some blockers that can change the pathing sometimes, but like these things, right? These blockers here, they sometimes force you to like take a different route. Or, well, not really like a different route, it's just like you have to go around them, and that's it. It does change your pathing, like only minimally. Uber Golos? What? Righteous Fervors, S tier leveling? Yeah, surely. Surely. The bug? Ah, we don't have to fight the bug. He does nothing that we want to get here. I'm just rerunning goals real quick. For maybe a non-garbage Golos ring. Negating of Electricity, that's pretty fucking terrible. It's so bad, holy shit. Electricity's casting speed and negating is just lightning resistance and nothing else. So it's absolute dog shit, unfortunately. And Thaximus, welcome on, welcome on. Good beginner builds, honestly. Choose your poison. Oh shit, you're on YouTube though. Hold on. Let me just copy paste this over to YouTube then. It's too long for YouTube? Are you kidding me? Wait, I cannot... It's my own channel and I cannot post the message because it's too long? Fucking YouTube. Come on. What? Okay. Those should be the links. For beginner guides. I mean, there's many different, like, viable beginner guides, even for hardcore. Just play whatever you want to play, honestly. What am I using for camera? I'm just using the default keybind, which is you hold down your mouse wheel, like you press the mouse wheel and then move the mouse to rotate the camera. There's also the other way, like to use buttons on your keyboard to rotate the camera. But for my taste, it's too slow. So I just do this instead. And yes, every time you see the camera move, I am using like my middle finger to adjust the camera, basically. Like to hold down my mouse button, my mouse wheel. Razel, welcome on. Haven't played the game in like 7 years, don't remember much, but I'll come back with an expansion for sure. Nice, man. Welcome back. The game's in a pretty good state now, and I mean, it's gonna be even more awesome with the new expansion. Does it not work on scroll? I mean, you can set it to work on scroll, I think, but... I've not tested it, I just liked it the way it is. It's pain for you. I mean, totally understandable. You need to figure out whichever button is comfortable for you yourself, honestly. Things like these are highly subjective. I mean, the game by default like tells you to use like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for like skills, right? I hate that, so I use W, Q, E, R and so on. It's always about like personal preferences. How are like all the gold rings I'm getting not giving me like any useful resistances? Like, how is Mini Echo of Celerity not getting any additional resistances here? The casting speed of Celerity will be okay, but the prefix is utter garbage. What the heck, man? How? And I like to zoom in with my scroll wheel, that's why I'm not changing it. No FX reroll, yeah, not yet. Soon we will be able to FX reroll. Soon. Options to start SSF. I mean, there's always been options to start as SSF, as in you just make a new save folder, like you can rename your old save folder and then... But within the same folder, no. It's still the same as before. Just found out for the first time that there's an Act 1 quest where you can choose to help Agram. Oh, when he's a cook. Or like he pretends to only be a cook. Yeah. I mean, there is SSF. Like, the entire game is SSF. Kinda, unless you trade. What you're meaning is like character self-found, right? That's what you're referring to, like having a true character self-found option. Yeah, I mean, to me personally, it takes like 2 seconds to change save folders. So it takes like 2 seconds to set up a new like SSF run, basically. But I understand that it would be nicer if it was an actual UI option in the game. And you wouldn't have to rename your save folder manually. Especially since, like, if you're playing on console, right, it's not really an option. Okay, Thunderstruck is like some lightning damage, but it could have at least some useful resistances, and it does. It has like Aether Res and Elemental Res. That is at least useful. Okay, level 60 though, what the heck, okay. Let's start Forgotten Gods a bit. Or like, okay, we kill like 1 Forgotten Gods monster and then we respec anyway. Kill like 1 mob. Okay, let's grab this quest here.
The skies with our seers.
Well, look. Well.
Yo, Plasma, greetings to you too. Welcome in.
Serve the 3 and... Traveling.
Traveler, you have traveled along what? A long time to get to Corbin Plateau. Wait, I thought you were the Traveler in flippin' last epoch, not in Grim Dawn. How are you the Traveler here now as well? They would add Apex reroll? Yes, they will. Yo, Bouncing Danley, welcome on, good morning. Good morning to you, sir. We could do some bash script to automate moving the files around. I feel like using a bash script to move around save folders and Grenado is a little over-engineering. Because, I mean, the only way, sure, I mean, the only way it would make sense is to have a button in the menu that triggers the script, right? So you would have to like hook up the button to that script and then have it do its magic. Which is not like that hard to set up, really. But it's still, in my opinion, like way over-engineered for like what you just have to do. Like you don't have to do that much, right? You just have to open up your save folder, rename your save folder into save. I usually like just name them save underscore and then like, for example, the character name or like some theme or something like that, right? And then, you know. Alright, how would you do it on Linux? Tell me the ways. Am I the unk here?
Put it to good use.
Okay, we're gonna put it to very good use actually, because we're gonna use Slapstar's Crest first of all to boost our cocktail even more. We're gonna use a Gargable Ring to lose resistances. Yeah, to lose resistances, I guess. Oh my god, dude. I mean, I don't have a problem with Bash itself, but I mean, like for this use case, it's completely over-engineering in my opinion to... Oh yeah, wait, we have Vitras from this amulet now. GG. Hey, I mean, this kind of like is almost perfect. You just need like a little bit more poison. And that's it. How do we get more poison though? I mean, these are my save folders right now. Like, the one that just says save is the one that I'm playing on right now, and then all of these are like the others. Like other runs. These are all like distinct like SSF runs, and these are like the ones I've played like the last couple of months, right? And then whenever I want to change, I just like rename the one that I have right now into like underscore SSF cocktail or whatever. And then like the one that I want to play, I just rename this one to say just save, and then it's gonna... And if you have none that is just called save, it will create a new one, yes. So as I said, I mean, it takes like 2 seconds, right? You don't need any scripting for this. Scripting in general is great. I mean, I use it a lot as well for like tasks that are very repetitive, obviously. I mean, you should use that, but in this case, like for this use case, you don't need any scripts.
Iron well spent.
Like people that don't know how to write scripts and are too stupid to rename their folders, they would need the in-game button. And the people that can write scripts, they probably also know how to rename a folder, right? So, yeah. Wait, there's no inventor here yet, right? Oh, we need to rescue him first, or like give him his book or something. Grim Dawn is much more forgiving. Any skill is good for endgame with the right gear. Yeah. Do you think the skill falling off has attention or not? Oh, you mean Bloody Pox? I mean, there is some itemization that can make Bloody Pox like decent for endgame. Like it is fine for it to, like, as I said, like for AoE it's still fine, like throughout all the stages of the game, if you continue like using the right like items with it. But it's never gonna be like great for single target. But I mean, that's just like in the mechanic of the skill, right? Because otherwise the skill would just like one-shot the entire screen all the time. So it doesn't make any sense for it to be like good for single target, really. Okay, what's my movement speed? Okay, it's fine. I don't need 2 ward stones anymore, really. I need more poison rest though, somehow. Wait, isn't there an augment I can get, maybe? Homestead. Oh yeah, maybe from Homestead. Let me check Homestead real quick. The German way was way over-engineered, yeah, and look where it got us the last like couple of years.
See anything you like? See you around. See anything you like?
Right, any... Oh, this one is Chaos Rats. That would have been helpful like a little earlier.
Put it to good use.
I think there was acid resistance from... Devil's Crossing, right?
I'll keep your stash safe.
It's not the over-engineering, it's the lawyers. Yeah, a little bit of both, but probably more so than... Yeah, let's just blame the lawyers, I agree.
We'll keep an eye on this.
I'm all for blaming the lawyers. Привет. Do you know what every vendor offers? Not every vendor. I know a
Give you
couple of
good
them.
price on what I've got left.
What troubles you? Stay strong.
Stay strong.
What troubles you? Stay strong.
Alright. Time to add Grenado to our portfolio here. And with thanks of Astakarn, Ulzin's Chosen grants you additional charges. It grants you +1 charge at like 1 point. It grants you 2 charges at 10 points. That is pretty darn good. So they can just like triple grenade and like hopeful resets, so you can like quadruple, quintuple grenades. Which is absolutely insane. Did we talk about Xbox laying off 1,600 employees? I mean, I don't know. I feel like all the consoles are kind of doomed nowadays, except for maybe Nintendo, because it has like 5 billion exclusive titles, right? Like, why would you buy a PS5 or a flippin' Xbox? Like, PS5 I guess has like some exclusive still, but... Maybe because of like RAM prices and GPU prices like being so expensive lately, people are going back to consoles. Not sure, but... I feel like in the last 10 years there was pretty much like no reason to buy a console apart from maybe some Nintendo console. I mean, the last console I owned was a PS2. After that I didn't bother with consoles anymore, honestly. How do charges work with Hourglass? That's a good question. I haven't checked if like the Hourglass resets all of them or only one of them. I mean, that is for you to try and find out, I guess, in the next expansion. Resets is busted? Oh yeah, I mean, this is definitely busted. This is 100% busted. Okay, let me actually turn down Blast Shield like a little bit maybe here. Get more damage, right? If the enemy is dead, they can't deal damage to me, so just kill them before they kill me, right? Okay, what do I do with my poison rest though? I mean, just don't get hit by poison damage, I guess. Just don't die. There's gotta be like something giving me acid resistance in the devotions real quick, right? There's 12% in Crane. There would be 20% in Ulo. And there's 10 in Dryad. Okay, let me just get Dryad real
What
quick.
troubles you?
Easy Clap, easy Dryad. Yeah, we don't need this one right now.
Safe journey.
There we go. Rat. Any rats chat? DC ring augment? Yeah, I could. If this flippin' game gave you any Devil's Crossing reputation ever. I had it in mind, like I know DC gives you acid rest, but yeah. I'm not gonna run crawly runs out of the season. Like getting DC rep in season 8 or like in the community seasons in general, right, is somewhat reasonable because I mean there is a lot more bandit stuff going on there. But in the base game, I mean what? Like it's so shitty to like farm crawly gang, holy moly. What's the build / target here? I mean throw grenades and nuke the world basically. That is the goal of this build. Honestly, we gotta put the Grenado here now and Cocktail here. Because like, with so many Grenados at our disposal, this is just completely nuts. Like, who thought this is fine? I guess Sentai did. It's absolute gigadam. My Necro though, because I was playing a Necro earlier on stream, it's a different character. But I have to keep the YouTube title like that because, well, if people rewatch the live stream later, if I change it to only demo, then they're gonna be like, wait, what? I see a Necromancer here, not a demo. Whereas on Twitch I can just change it. Because nobody watches Twitch VODs anyway. And also, I think Twitch actually tracks like which part of the stream had which title, which YouTube doesn't. I mean, YouTube streaming is just kind of a bigger in many ways, in my opinion, but does build piano button much? I mean, yeah, grenades do be like that. Or Demolitionist, or non-fire strike Demolitionist rather. It's kind of piano. I like it personally, but yeah, not everybody likes piano builds. Not even using canister bomb yet. Yeah. Dude, like with all the resets and like all the grenades, I can't even like properly use my laser anymore. It's so ridiculous. Yo, great baby. How's it going? Yeah, you can wield guns and throw bombs at third world countries. I mean, at enemies in Cairn, yeah. True Murica build. Cairn is basically a third world country at this point. Yeah, I mean, I guess they are. How about adding baby shotgun to Act 1? Why? You can't get to Act... because you can't get to Act 3 without shotgunning? Okay, cola. I mean... Let me just put down an idea real quick. Soldier cadence, hold left mouse button. Yep. That's one way to play the game. Or you can bomb. You can nuke Ramzul from orbit. This is veteran. You know how long this took me on RE? He lived for like half a second. Hey Ice Prinzessin, welcome in. It is the Stellaris OST, indeed, indeed. It is, it is. Boss HP needs to be buffed further. Maybe certain abilities needs to be nerfed a bit instead, I don't know. You might be going for bombs first. Bombs are pretty strong. Is adding canister overkill at this point? Well, you're gonna be spraying your points a bit too thin, I think, at this point, so... yeah, kinda. Do I need turtle with demo? Turtle is kinda bad with demo, honestly, because you already have blast shield, right? I'd rather just go for Phoenix. Oh, I have Giant as well. Yeah, true. Giant, I mean, okay, Giant kinda makes sense, I think, like for early game demo, because of like, you know, with the flame being like kind of like your own sustain, and Giant scales your regen a bit, while also giving you another heal. So I think Giant is fine. Not sure how good it's gonna be for endgame really, it kinda depends. Might respec out a bit later. "15 Cactus streams." Yo, Serious Stan, welcome in, man. How's it going? Oh boy. The auto Tetris sometimes gets a little confused with the 1x1 rings there. LMAO, when will the players stop being beta testers of this game? Will it ever stop getting rebalanced every patch? I mean, that's what patches are for, right? Well, not only for that, but... you can also just click Soldier, yeah.
See anything you like?
Hold on, what do I need? Acid resistance, maybe? I mean, I don't really need anything on the spell now, right? I mean, this is just destroying anything anyway. I should prepare for ultimate, maybe? Oh, the string is actually not that bad, even though it has a terrible base, like a common base. It's actually not bad. So we could fix elemental rest for ultimate by just using a second ward stone again here instead of the energy thing. We definitely need more poison resistance, so maybe this chest is what I should use. And also more pierce resistance, actually. Pierce and acid. Wait, this one has pierce and chaos and elemental. That's pretty darn good, actually. Hold the phone. Yeah, why am I not using this right away? Okay, let's do a second check with chaos. No, acid resistance again. Okay, nothing.
See you around.
So now...
Broken down? Goodbye for now.
Let's proceed. Yeah, those gloves are pretty OP, like... Imperious of Nature's Bounty. It's crazy. And health, and regen. Which, as a demo, is not that bad. 600 regen. I mean, it's not a high number. Certainly not, but it's better than nothing for leveling. An onslaught guide, or is that skill bad for leveling? I mean, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I would dare to say that... Think of it this way, right? Usually default attack replacers, like Cadence or Savagery or Righteous Fervor, they're not really like known to be great for leveling. Firestrike is kind of like the odd one out there. Firestrike is a positive exception. Onslaught is, first of all, another default attack replacer. And on the other hand, it generates charges for you, yes. So like it does have some utility. But to make use of those charges, you will need to spend points into Onslaught and also spend points into a consumer of the charges, right? So you need like even more skill points for it to be properly worth it. Compared to like standard default attack replacers, in my opinion. Which is why my conclusion would be it's, at least early game, it's pretty fucking garbage for leveling. Once you have enough skill points, sure. I think it can become good at like maybe level 50 plus, but before that I think it's pretty darn bad. And I mean for endgame it's also gonna be great, but... Like there's some obvious insane synergies for endgame, once you have all the skill points. But before that, nah. I would not level with it, personally. One-pointer onslaught can be fine, yeah. But that's not gonna be really like an onslaught leveling build, in my opinion. It's gonna be like you're leveling with whatever skill you're using. That is a cooldown skill. And then you use Onslaught as a filler for that skill. So I wouldn't really like call it Onslaught leveling, it's just you're using, like you're doing whatever other skill you're doing as your main skill for leveling, and then you just use Onslaught for filler, yeah. Like sure, instead of like charging the laser here, I could be using Onslaught in between to make my grenades deal even more damage, maybe. The impact, I feel like, isn't gonna be that big, though. At least for this build. Maybe there's some other builds out there. Like for dot builds, I guess. For like some dot leveling, maybe. Some bleed leveling might be good. For leveling already. Not sure. So Onslaught is a little bit confusing because Onslaught is a Berserker skill, which is a default attack replacer, kind of like Righteous Fervor or like Savagery. However, the Onslaught skill in Berserker also generates so-called Onslaught stacks, which serve as multiplicators for other cooldown skills. So you charge up your stacks, your Onslaught stacks with Onslaught, the skill, to then expand those stacks with another skill. And you can also generate Onslaught stacks with other skills if you get items that allow you to generate Onslaught stacks with those other skills. Which is why it might have been a mistake to call the skill itself Onslaught and the stack, like the buff as well, the same name. Like, I would not have done it like that personally, because it can be a little bit confusing. Like when people say like, I'm playing Onslaught Aether Ray, like does it mean you're playing the Onslaught Berserker skill together with Aether Ray, or does it mean you're generating Onslaught stacks with Aether Ray? I mean, obviously it's gonna be the latter if you actually know the game well, but if you don't know, it's gonna be confusing as hell, right? And there are gonna be some skills that can even generate Onslaught that are basically proc skills. Like, you don't even have to use the skills actively. They're basically like, I think, on attack skills. Like, you have a chance on attack to proc the skill that generates Onslaught for you. Right? Stuff like that also exists, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Hey!
Hey! Yeah, he's pretty loud. Yeah, the Zakul set, for example, has one of those procs, I think. Oh yeah, it was shown in a misadventure, so yeah, we can talk about it. Zakul has a proc that I think is like chance on attack or something like that. And it will generate Onslaught stacks for you. Aren't these a convenient find? They don't have any skill points to my skills, but they're still legendary fire pants. Unfortunately, they would make me lose some of the pierce resistances and vitality resistances, right? I mean, it's still okay probably to use them. I mean, sometimes I get people in chat saying, hey, I'm playing the same build as you, except I'm playing different skills and different damage type, like I'm only playing the same class. Today I'm playing literally the same build as you. It's like, what? What? Or when like people below your guides, I mean, people who make forum guides also have this issue sometimes, right? They're like, oh, your build is not working, I'm literally playing the same build as you and it feels like trash. It's like, okay, are you like playing the same skills? Are you playing the same damage type? Are you playing literally the same items as I am in my showcase? And it's like, no, of course not, I don't have the same items. It's like, but then obviously it's not gonna have the same performance. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, Grim Dawn complexity-wise is certainly somewhere between PoE and Diablo. Because, yeah, certain things do confuse a lot of people that, I guess, didn't have any problems with Diablo. What armor rating should I have at level 70? That entirely depends on like what you're playing and how much you're face tanking. If you're face tanking, maybe like around 1k. At level 70, I don't know. It's a little rough for leveling, but maybe around like 1000. It also depends on the class, like some classes can get higher rating, some classes have less rating. If you're a caster and you're not getting hit anyway, then I mean you can run around for like 700 as well, probably no problem. I mean, I have 650 right now at level 56 and I'm a caster. Okay, maybe you want more than 1k as a melee character then, I'm not sure. I don't really have level 70 armor ratings memorated by heart, to be fair. Let's leave a portal here for the side dungeon. Or actually, it's gonna be faster to run like this anyway. Yo, Mean Badger, welcome on. This game is good. It's my first time with Grim Dawn. Hell yeah. It is an awesome game. Usually people that haven't played Titan Quest, well, I didn't play Titan Quest before Grim Dawn either. I didn't know Titan Quest even existed before Grim Dawn. Like, I only knew about Titan Quest after Grim Dawn players that I talked to were talking about Titan Quest and was like, wait, what? What game? My only RPG that I played ever before playing Grim Dawn was Diablo 3. And obviously that game doesn't teach you anything. So I came to this game knowing nothing about RPGs, basically. Like, in Diablo 3, everything just scales of your weapon, and you have attack and defense, and you don't really have resistances, or I don't even remember what you have, but it didn't feel like you have resistances at least, let's say it like that. Even if you had some. So, yeah. Okay. I mean, I'll compare this to RE, right? To Ravenous Earth. The damage is obviously a lot higher on this shit. Compare it to flippin' Kelder's Tempest though. How is leveling fair for Arcanists? How is leveling fair when you can just nuke the entire screen with grenades?
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Wait, this is actually a good item. What the fuck? Or like somewhat decent item. How come I still am using a level 35 faction item as my helmet? Is there no good helmet for this build? I mean, you don't need a helmet, I guess. To be fair, I still like this one more than, say, this one, because my current one gives me cooldown reduction as and chaos resistance cells. And energy regen on top of that. Like, sure, it's a faction low-level item, but it has everything you want for this build. Kind of. At this point, at least. So Grim Dawn is easier compared to other RPGs. Grim Dawn is certainly harder than any Diablo game. So, like, it's harder than Diablo 1, 2, 3, and 4 combined. but it's arguably easier than, say, Path of Exile. Is it harder than, for example, Last Epoch? I would say it's like on par with Last Epoch. Around the same difficulty level as Last Epoch, maybe. Like different kind of difficulty, maybe. What else can we compare it to? I mean, it's similar to Titan Quest, but way less grindy than Titan Quest. Like, Titan Quest is a lot grindier compared to Grim Dawn. I wouldn't necessarily say, like, grindy is harder. It's just, it takes more time to get somewhere, but it's not necessarily harder, really. Is Last Epoch still a thing, or did it shit the bed? I mean, it still exists, but... the game itself is as good as it's ever been, honestly. Like, it's never been better than now. It's just the hype around it has died. It certainly has died. And people who say, like, it's worse now than before, I mean, it wasn't better before than now. I think it's actually better now than it was in the past. It's just it was super hyped in the past, and now not so much anymore. Yeah, it's kind of fading to the live servers. The game itself is... I mean, the game itself also has some issues and, like, plenty of bugs that they would have to fix, or that they should maybe, like, be able to focus more on fixing if they didn't go the live service route. Like, if they just went the Grim Dawn route, the game wouldn't have had as much hype. And probably would have definitely, like, sold less copies, but the game would have had a longer standing player base, I think, at this point, honestly. Oh well. I know, for example, the person that did, like, the community management for us streamers, right? Like, honestly, EHGA did some very good, like, streamer support for, like, smaller streamers, especially. Much better than, like, any other, like, company usually does. So... yeah, anyway, the person who was organizing all of that stuff, he's no longer with EHG. I mean, probably cost cutting happened or something, who knows? Dude, the fight just started and he's already dead. Because Grenado is just 5 billion damage per second, basically. 90k, okay. $90k crit. It's not that high yet, but I mean, my Grenado also still missing a lot of skill points, right? We're missing like half the damage of the skill still. It's already like one-shotting everything. Grenado's gonna be absolutely ridiculous, I think. Yeah, the publisher that owns EHG now is kind of scummy, Crafton. I mean, in a way, for like people like the EHG CEO and so on, I feel like they did the right thing, like selling off their game before it truly sinks down to the bottom of the ocean. I think they probably are not gonna get a better deal in the future as, like, compared to the deal that they got with Crafton. So, yeah. I think they kinda did everything right. From a, like, developer, rather like owner's perspective.
Come see what's left of my wares.
For the players though, maybe not the best move.
Iron well spent.
Wilson 2.0, make the game, get the bag. Wilson did it even earlier, true. EHG did it late, yeah. I mean, EHG was there with more passion, I think, than Wilson devs were, I would dare to say. Honestly, like, Wilson devs, they could have bagged the game way earlier than they actually did. Like, Wilson devs actually, like, did a couple of patches post-release that honestly probably got them, like, 0 sales. They should have just, like, closed it right away after release. Like, all the patches after that were nice, but I don't think, like, anybody, like, actually bought Wilson because of those patches, really. Maybe, like, 1 or 2 people. Like, the reputation was already, like, completely down the gutter anyway. Oh well.
The Prepper A.
The Prepper A.
I hear you've done some excellent work around here.
That's true. Generally can't wait for Fangs of Astakarn. I'll prove what true unemployment is when it releases. Torchlight 2 forces you to farm in Act 1 before you can start continuing quest in Act 2. Torchlight 2, no, I don't really like that kind of forcing you to farm one act just to continue the other act. If you're playing a challenging difficulty, sure, but like on like normal difficulty, I just want to like proceed playing new content, ideally. Does that mean Torchlight 2 is harder than Grim Dawn? I don't know. I mean, maybe for like early level, that's for sure. I mean, Wilson shut down now, yeah, but they shut down like a lot later than they should have. Or they could have. They shut down like 2 or 3 years after. Maybe even like 4 years after 1.0. They did shut down now, but it's quite a while ago. I mean, Wilson came out, what, like in 2019 actually? Like, I believe Wilson came out rather shortly after Forgotten Gods. Did it not? Oh, wait, no, that was last Epoch Beta. Wait, when did Wilson come out? Was it even before Forgotten Gods? Like, Wilson is pretty old at this point.
The camp, the primordial.
The camp, the primordial. That's what they said. That's the Grimdawn lore right there. Grimdawn lore in 10 seconds. February 2020. Oh, it was after Forgotten Gods. I can never mind them. Wait, so it came out like even after the first early access version of LE. Huh, okay. Alright. Yo, Mammoth, welcome in. Dude, early access Wilson was like better than the actual game. It's kind of sad. Oh yeah, time for Phoenix. To be fair, Wilson now in its current state is probably on par with like early access Walton at least. It's not as bad as release Walton was. Like release Walton was so bad. Holy shit. Dude, how do I still have 3 grenades? I reset all of them. I got to reset on all of them or what? What the fuck? Okay, if you hate playing grenades for whatever reason, you want to play fast track instead, this weapon right here is also insane. Fire strike demo. It converts all fizz and chaos to fire, and it has like global like lightning to fire conversion for static strike. And it has 75% pass through. Like what? What? It's completely nuts. The demo has like such insane items actually. I mean, demo in general is just a Giga Chat mastery. Super high damage mastery in my opinion. And it has blast shield too. I feel like most of the Zerker MIs are unfortunately like in Fangs of Ostakarn, so before you get to Fangs, you don't really have many MIs if you're a Berserker. It's still better than Oathkeeper, but that's not hard. Oathkeeper is just... It's kind of bad design in your opinion. Yeah. I mean, I wish also they would have had like some more support for Berserker in Act 1 or something like that. Sure, you have Balrog's arm, whatever, like Balrog's bloody arm. Like the very first monster frequent in the game basically supports Berserker. But after that, there's kind of like a drought until... There's some in Forgotten Gods, actually. The Griffin Eye, for example, is pretty good for werewolves, actually. And there's a couple monster frequents that are in non-skill modifier slots, like the werewolf shoulders, for example, from the bandits and so on. It's like there's some gear. What the fuck was this? It's attack, dude. Chill. Oh shit. Why does she deal so much damage? You're kidding me. Do all of her items have like fire damage on them or what? Okay, light elemental damage. Fire damage. Oh, we could use this item, right, for Thermite Mine. Honestly, this is not a bad find. Yeah, we could play this Chosen Mask, actually. Or the Chosen Visage, honestly, either work. This one has +3 to Thermite Mine, this one has +3 to Flame Touched. They're both pretty good. I'm gonna lose Chaos Stress and CDR though, that's gonna hurt a bit. Also Canister Bomb items here. If you wanna play Bomb instead of Cocktail. I gotta go to the toilet real quick. 1 second, I'll be right back. Enjoy the chair stream. And Stellaris soundtrack. Voldrak. Okay. So what did I say are good items for this build, like any Demolitionist? The 2 chosen masks, right? Those are kind of decent. I'll go back, sell again. Yo, AMJZ, welcome.
I'll give you a good
Druid
price.
Primal Strike build saved your life. In-game, at least, hopefully. Maybe also IRL, I don't know. Hello, hello. Oh shit, plus the Ulzin's chosen. Lightning Grenado. Honestly, Lightning Grenado is also pretty insane. Thunder Vein Mantle is also good if you wanna like focus more on Grenado.
See you around.
Okay, all of these items. Oh wait, I can just change them and nothing happens. I don't need to change anything. I lose HP though. And the rest would be worse for ultimate for some of these. Yeah, especially for poison and pierce. Oh well. But I think I'm still gonna do it.
Safe with me. Promise.
See anything
Okay.
you like. Put it to good use.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Let's keep some of these items maybe. That I will actually consider running here. I mean, not this stuff right now. The boots have Chaos Rest, so it's a lot easier for me to remove the helmet now. That's nice. Dude, I wish I could like re-roll the pack mentality suffix. Well, you will be able to soon. Bleed LA or Pierce with LA? I think I'd rather take the Pierce with LA. Yeah, for sure. You can play either of these chosen visages, honestly. Like, they're both good. Either is gonna be fine. Whichever has better affixes, honestly. Does the fire pulse only happen when you get hit? Yes, I think so.
Bring me back something interesting.
If you speedrun Fresh Start, what would be your best time, roughly? Best time to what? When I do, like, these runs, I usually run, like, all the way to Lokar, right? And, like, defeating Lokar was usually after, like, around 25-ish hours. 22, so 23, maybe. I think my best runs were maybe, like, around 20 hours. But I have done one speedrun where I basically did like a fresh start, level 1 to Crate of Entertainment, which is one of the hardest bosses in the game, if not the hardest in the game. And I think I killed the boss at level 98 or something like that after, what was it, 16 hours or something like that. Megami does it in 3 hours. Yeah, with like Lokar set and everything, sure. I mean, I also need like 5 to 6 hours with Lokar set usually, like say 5. Megami is on another level when it comes to Lokar leveling. He's pretty good at that. He did 3 hours to kill Lokar? Oh yeah. True, he also did that. True. But was it level... What level was it? It wasn't like max level, right? Like, that was absolutely insane. I think it was on patch 1.2.1.6 though, which is obviously easier than 1.3, but still it's insane. Like around level 70, yeah. I mean, okay, you just have to, just in quotation marks, have to kill Ogorian in normal, then kill Ogorian in ultimate, get to AOM in ultimate, do the Lokar quest line, and then kill Lokar, right? Current Lokar, current Phantasmal Blades kills Lokar on level 59. What? Oh, personal best, not Phantasmal Blades. Wait, what's the skill you're playing again? It's not Phantasmal Blades, yeah. Dreeks, oh yeah, Dreeks Evil Eyes absolutely busted. Honestly, I had a character as well who had, I was level 60 I think. I had 100k GTPS as well at like level 60. Which is like, what? Like some endgame builds don't even have that sometimes. It's just, like Dreeks Evil Eyes is just stupid. And with Duke you're a lot safer, yeah. Like spam might be a bit more DPS, but Nuke is like a lot safer of course, so that allows you to just do it in hardcore. Or like an ultimate, like either way. Non-dot? I mean Nuke is dot, right, so... Dreek's good eye. With onslaught weapon swap should be fixed. What do you mean? In what other game do you have a wizard running around with a freaking rifle? And no other probably, but I mean that's why Grim Dawn is so cool as well. You can be an American wizard. K-Kona wizard. These guys, they spawn instantly deleted. Thought veteran is for veterans. But I guess grenades just trivialize veteran anyway. You're not building onslaught with a melee dagger as a new caster? No, not really, probably. Probably not. You could weapon swap, yeah, sure. mean, you could also be a werewolf, get an item that gives you onslaught of feral claws, and then juice your grenades while being a werewolf, and get like TDM from onslaught and from being in the werewolf form, and get resets from Odin's Chosen. But then you die. Do you? I mean, do you mean you die? Yeah? Close a melee? I mean, depends on like what you're fighting, I guess. It's a risk-reward kind of thing, maybe. I mean, well, unless you... You could also, of course, yeah, do what you said, like weapon swap to a gun, play actual onslaught to get onslaught charges. I mean, you could do that. Lugigan onslaught. Get TDM to your totems. That sounds kind of cringe. Look at this HP bar, dude. And it's gone. And it's gone. And it's gone. But I mean, what's wrong with... I mean, you can do weapon swap. What's wrong with weapon swap? Sure, it's not PoE 2 style weapon swap, which is smoother, but... It's 8s, because you have to press the button first. Doesn't... I mean, yeah, so it basically comes down to like it not being PoE 2 weapon swap. Does PoE 1 have that kind of weapon swap now as well? No, it's only PoE 2, right? Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, like, PoE 2 is probably the only ARPG ever to have ever gotten weapon swap right so far. Even though I wish, like, some... I mean, okay, there's some skills that are, like, weapon independent, but maybe there's still a bit, like, too many that are dependent on weapon.
And so, he was... When Dravis
When Dravis sundered me, he was already dead. Fiend leather girdle. That's actually kind of juicy, isn't it? It's basically a chosen chord, but like on crack. Unless you get actual useful affixes, like of protection is obviously kind of mediocre. Leave, bless, bless, see them. Oh, you're already dead. Dude, this feels like playing the same build. Or like playing any other build before the HP of the bosses. In Korkrak's name. Korak, shave me. Hey, what?
Come see what's left of my wares.
All weapon types and PoE 2? Maybe next fucking decade, dude. And it will be cool once we get them, but it's gonna take a while. Ellie have a new expansion before that? True. Actually true.
Iron well spent.
Not wrong. Actually true. The bleed player, am I? Which one?
See anything you like?
It's still the same. They could have added like some werewolf modifiers to this, you know? Like what? Why does this item not have any... Yeah. When Zeta was asking for feedback on like MIs, I gave him a 7 out of 10 because of shit like this. Not even a 6-7. Same for the flippin' global Ember effigy, right? The one Ember effigy that like literally only gives you some random thermite mine modifier and nothing else. It could have been like some fire stuff for maybe Berserker or any other class. Could have been like Oathkeeper crap. Could have been anything. Nope, nothing. Like nothing. Just nothing. Korvac would have added more, yeah, and Boromir would have added all the stats. All the items that we were missing, all stats. Oh well. I have some ideas for the league at least. For the season. I don't even need to make new items, I can just buff, create stock shit MIs. There are some of them, not all, but like some are really like, I mean some are genius and like great and good and work well and so on, but some are like really just why? How can you not see that they are so bland and uninteresting and also not even useful for any build? Just give them something new. You have a new mastery now. There's a new master in the game now. Revert Thermite Mine? Oh boy, no please. I have played old Thermite Mine myself. I don't want to ever be a thing ever anymore. I played it already. Yo, Cometite, welcome on. Which is the tankiest class and does it require a set? So... are you coming from Diablo 3? Or what other RPG have you played before? I mean, the tankiest build is... or the tankiest class is... I mean, generally, you could probably say that like something like Warder, so Soldier plus Shaman is like the tankiest. Soldier Shaman. That is probably the tankiest right now, but you could also do Warlord, which is Soldier Oathkeeper, which is similarly tanky, or when the expansion is out, Soldier Berserker is probably also pretty tanky, even though the synergy is not as great, I would dare to say. For that class combination necessarily. The The tankiest water, actually, well, if you want to play the retaliation water, it does require the Dawnbreaker set probably. And if you want to play the two-hander non-retaliation build, it requires the Avenger water set. So I guess the two tankiest waters do require a set, yes. But I mean, there's like many different ways to play water as well. I've made a pre-Avenger water build guide at some point on my YouTube channel.
I am sorry, my chosen.
I am sorry, my daddy. Which, let's nuke this guy out of orbit real quick. There we go.
You disappoint me.
Which basically you can play as a fresh start, like you have no gears. I explain in the video like what you need to farm and how usually. And then with the items that you have, then you can farm the set, which will make you even tankier after that.
Centuries. The usurpers dare not even show.
Tankiest pet class? The tankiest pets? Or like... probably Conjurer, honestly. So Occultist Shaman. It's probably tankier than Necro Shaman. But I don't know, I mean, pets I feel like depend a lot on gear as well. I mean, every build depends on gear.
How long?
So you can make a really tanky Ritualist as well, you can make a really tanky Kabbalist as well, you can make a really tanky Conjurer. If I would have to tell you like which pet class is the tankiest by default, then probably Conjurer. So Shaman Occultist is still a little bit tankier than Necromancer. Fresh start Chaos Cocktail. Right now there is not, but once the expansion is out there might be, honestly. I've not really tried it myself, but there are some items for Chaos Cocktail that you can get while leveling now in the new expansion. Spoilers.
Come, little human.
Bleed Winds of Aztekar. Bleed Aztekar has to be like the worst build in the entire game, if that even is remotely a thing. It's definitely not, but... That's true, that's true. I mean, Chaos Cock is pretty nice, I think. Like, it has some decent support now for leveling already. You could do a Chaos Cocktail Berserker honestly as well. It's fine, just add Rata to it, yeah. Just add Rata to any Arcanist leveling, right? Because Arcanist leveling kinda is not as great right now as some other classes. Oh well. Come, little human, I'll make Nesquik. Yeah. That's like the family-friendly version. Oh shit, he's already dead? Okay. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, okay. Grenado? This is just the same as like pre-HP bosses, right? Like none of the other builds on Veteran have been able to kill bosses this quickly. This is just the same as like pre-HP buff. No, again. And he's dead. Like, what the fuck, dude? I think this is even stronger than Dreek Zivilai at this point. Like, Dreek Zivilai was probably like my second strongest, or like my other than this strongest build that I've played while leveling. Like, pretty much a big surprise to me that Dreek Zivilai was that strong. This game is too easy, boring. It's too easy if you know what you're doing, yeah. Even with Miss OA, yeah, true. I don't even have a 100% chance to hit him. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? And Grenado has like, even with 1 point already, 30% crit damage. Like, you want Giga away. Or, well, just like put more points of flashbang, right? Great interns balancing the game. Yeah.
His count had...
Cool.
We must call that... We must...
His count has been crushed.
We must...
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Vigorous of Maven's Wit. Maven's Wit has no wit resistance though. No vitality resistances. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, what do you think, guys? Do you want some spoilers? Do you want me to play the first couple quests of Fangs of Astakarn or not on this character right now? Or should I do it off stream? I can run the quest that I ran on stream with Zanta together, right? I could do that now. OnlyFans, Fangs of Astakarn content. OnlyFans, yeah, OnlyFans content.
Hello again.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
With Draelus, one of our on.
Ah, I could do this one as well. And also talk to the people at the Vanguard. I will mute and switch tabs then. Well, I'm not doing it yet.
Welcome.
But I will tell you when I will do it.
Hello again.
I think everybody in chat is hyped for Astakarn for sure. But yeah, some people prefer to not have any spoilers at all. Some people don't mind some early spoilers. I can totally understand both sides. So if you wanna leave once I tell you that I'm going there, feel free to. Or like, feel free to mute and still lurk around. That would of course be even more appreciated. You're 100% sure I have a lot of hours in Grim Dawn, but how many do I have? How many do I have indeed? Calidor's Vestments. Calidor's Tempest on Megalol. How many do I have indeed? As of this moment, I have 8,704.6 hours, according to Steam. Not even 10,000 yet, I know. Not even 10k.
The seers of Dreeg weep.
Sounds like I
tears at
finished the
loss of
tutorial. Exactly. Exactly. Just pass the tutorial, guys. And that's why I'm doing these beginner guides, because I'm still new to the game, right? I'm a beginner myself. I'm doing them for myself, basically.
See you around.
The Steam count playtests, yes. Yeah, this includes my hours playtesting and also like includes my hours testing stuff that when I'm like modding stuff for the season as well, to be fair. It counts a lot of hours that I didn't just play. I also did some testing and some or modding. Okay, I will now, big announcement, right? I will now, for anybody who doesn't want to get any spoilers, I will now enter the Astakarn areas starting in Fort Icon. But I'm only gonna do like the first quest that takes you up to the current hold.
Apologies for the interruption.
Which you already
But
saw
I
on the stream with the
understand you are
Xantai.
the one responsible for scattering the cult's forces in Darkvale Gate.
So
Not
this
just a
information
few
is
days
already
ago.
public and already out there, so I'm not breaking any NDAs or anything like that. Muted, unfollowed, blocked, reported. Okay, cool, thanks. Close your ears and shut down your eyes. What? It's just a quick little journey to current hold, yeah. And then I'll record the rest off stream probably and well, release it after the expansion is out. Swatted for playing FoA, yeah. Instant swat. What is the overall playtime for the new content? Okay, I mean it depends, right? I mean, if you're just asking for the campaign, like as a first playthrough of the campaign, I mean it's probably similar to AOM and maybe half of Forgotten Gods on top. I mean, area-wise, the campaign, like FoA is as big as like both expansions combined, right? I would say though, there's maybe not quite as many quests as like in the two other campaigns combined, maybe it's a little bit less. However, there's a lot of secrets as well, so... I mean, there's still like a lot to explore, for sure. You can spend a lot of... I don't remember how much I spent the first time, because honestly, we playtesters have been testing these areas also like in batches of patches. So, first patch was like up to a certain point, the next patch was up to another point, the next patch was up to another point, right? So, it's a little hard to tell for me right now, to be fair. Follow the instructions, no, I'm legit handicapped. Don't sue me. I didn't say nothing. Okay, I mean, we're just nuking everything here as well. Like, Grenado Bomberman doesn't care, he just nukes it all. New content? I didn't see any content. New boss? I didn't see any boss. Am I not overleveled for this? No.
I will not begrudge a traveler a place by the fire in these winds, as Amatok teaches us.
Okay, the volume is good now. Thank you, Zentai, finally. Good volume on all the NPCs. Very good, very good. Overleveled, overgeared, classic. They're barely at my level. I mean, it's the same as in any other expansion. This expansion scales for like up all the way to 100 and normal even. It's just standard. Like, I mean, white mobs are always like only your level. Like this one's level 58. Then the yellows are like a couple levels higher, 59, 60. That's just how it is. Not over-leveled, over-wrecked. Oh, we killed the boss as well, right? The choice flank boss. Yeah, he just insta got nuked as well.
These
Yeah, it was a level 62 boss. Yeah, I barely saw him because he just died. He got nuked. Wrecked by nades. Wrecked by grenades. If you're playing this at home, whenever you're playing this, right, please explore everything. There's tons of secrets. I'm skipping some of them on purpose here on stream. I'm kind of just taking a efficient in quotation marks route, I guess, because I really like played this area quite a bit. The monsters need better gear. Yeah. Exactly. Alright, +1 devotion point. Neat, neat. Wait, how do I get 2 more blue? 2 more red rather. Is this an angle where I go for... Wait, what am I missing here? Is this a vulture angle instead of jackal? What? Or chariot. Yeah, maybe I want to play chariot instead of behemoth though, anyway, later on. Chariot is pretty good, yeah. But like chariot right now needs 4 here, okay, 3 rather, because I can retake this one. And this one. So okay, like 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -3, so +6, and then 7 again. So it needs 14. Which I think is exactly perfect. That's all I need. Yeah. 6, 7 devotions. That's what I can retake. Totem. Ulzuin's Pyroclasm, just get it, boys. Just get it. Just get your tier 3 relic right away. It's not necessarily the best tier 3, there's like another one for demo that's maybe arguably even better, but honestly, it is pretty darn good. Watch yourself, lowlander.
Watch yourself out there, lowlander.
Alright. We can hear the NPCs, hooray! There's no new relics? I mean, there's new relics. What do you mean? At least for Berserker. I don't think there's new ones for the base classes. Maybe not, actually, yeah. Yeah, the Kern are people from the higher lands, so they call you lowlander. I guess. Yeah, Xanta thought you meant medals for some reason. I was like, what? I don't know. Pretty sure that guy in chat is talking about relics.
You will the taint of he who... You will the taint my...
Okay, I'm just checking volume. I'm not gonna like do a lore playthrough yet, guys. We're doing that on release. I think some of the relics in Grenado that like give you active skills could be like buffed a little bit maybe. Some of them aren't that great. They really aren't. Hold on, another totem, was? Another free loot totem? I have actually never read this lore before yet either, so I'm gonna save it myself for the lore playthrough on day one as well. Do I know if they changed base rush? I don't know. Maybe they probably changed something about it. Not sure what exactly though. Yeah, the new shaders and so on are awesome, I have to agree. Looks really nice. Grim Dawn has truly ascended. Got so pissed off when they nerfed Ignapar's combustion relic proc. Yeah, I mean they nerfed it because it, like non-inquisitors were also using it. I guess that's why they nerfed it. I mean, they could have just like buffed others instead. Oh well. Blood and ice, I didn't realize there's so many donuts now. That's crazy. That's nice, that's nice. Buffs are illegal. Yeah, better buff Grenado and better nerf Kaeler's Temple. Better nerf Panetti. They actually fucking nerfed Panetti at some point, didn't they? After like it was buffed and then like overperforming in quotation marks according to somebody. They actually nerfed Panettis again a little bit. It's still better than what it was in the past, but like, why? Why nerf Panetti out of all the skills, dude? Makes no sense. Open the gates. Xanta said at some point that Stanjax having leeches OP. He did at some point, yeah. I don't think he still has that opinion, but pretty sure he did at some point. Alright, cap the base node from Grenado. Time to get even more damage. From the other skills from Grenado. Grenado needs a lot of skills though, like that's why you kinda don't wanna like run cancel bomb on top of that. Like you kinda wanna usually run either or. There's some builds that can run both. Like I think Adversary build can run both. Like Barrelsmith, for example, yeah, exactly. True. Dude, all this like bonus rep when you kill on like a hero is so spammy. We got rid of this like in the leagues, but in the base game you're still getting giga spammed with all this stuff before you like even know what relic you got, right? It's kind of crazy. Okay, another boss here. Let's see how fast we can kill him with nades. I mean, okay. Nades are so stupid. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, all the resets, like, I was still at 3 stacks the entire time. What? Any cool global MIs here? There is, if you want to play Winds of Astakar. These globals have... For example, the Global Frost Effigy, which has Cold Judgment and Cold Winds of Astakar. Oh, well, honestly, for the Winds of Astakar, it doesn't give any element, but it does give you Leech to it, which is pretty nice. And casting speed, which makes it tick faster and expand faster, I believe. So casting speed for Winds is giga.
Hello there.
Yeah, there's plenty of max cast speed items for Winds as well. There's one more boss in this area. The World Breaker dude with the Fire Hour Reckoning weapon. Fire Reckoning Omega lol. How good are the modding tools for this game? I mean, if you're using the modding tools, you're using the same tools as the official developers are using to officially make the game as well. That said, they're still pretty mediocre. But, I mean, they get the job done. They're not... I mean, you have to like really know the game and the engine to understand them properly, I feel like, sometimes, because they're not tools with which you can make something if you don't know anything about the game, really. Like, if you think it's an easy time, then not so much. But I mean, it depends what you want to do. Like, some things you can do that aren't that hard to do. Well, I guess there's another one that can sometimes at least drop from the elites here as well. The Global Void Effigy, which gives you Canister Bomb and chance on attack to reduce cooldown of Canister Bomb to Harbinger of Souls. On top of, like, you know, all the charges and cooldowns. You can do Vitality, Canister Bomb, Definer, but even more resets. I did some mods. Morrowind back into the 2000s. Okay, I mean, if you have some experience with like rather ancient modding tools, then I guess you're gonna be fine then, probably. You'll probably be fine. Warder Kagnar.
Is an insult. Your presence here is an insult.
What do you mean? Why are you so... But I want to enter. Okay, bear the symbol of this guy. This is the best lore note, dude. Look at this. I'm not gonna read it, but... Alright. Let's go here.
Hello.
Something ails. Something.
I'm only showing what I was showing on the stream with the Zentai already. Like, for example, getting -seconds on the tinctures here. Alright, but yeah, I mean, Grenado, or Demolitionist in general, apart from the Vitality Canister Bomb item, that's, well, nice if you want to play like a Divider, there wasn't really like anything that we wanted to use here yet for this build, right? This one if you want to play Fire Strike, but it's from Forgotten Gods. Oh well, it drops the Forgotten Gods if you have Fangs of Astakon expansion, or rather, let's say it like that. I mean, this could be a nice item still, right? Ignafa's Presence gives me damage reduction to enemies. Cocktail does the same though, it's actually not that good. It's kind of useless. Okay, let's go hand in the quest here real quick with the feathers. And then I'll stop for the stream today and do the rest of this act off stream, and then like show it to you on YouTube whenever the expansion is out.
Watch yourself out there, lowlander.
Alright, let's go Brave the Void real quick. Thoughts on this to rush Solar's Witchblade? Jackal, Spider, Solar. I mean, that's what I have done, I think, a lot in the past already. It's fine. Jackal, Spider, Solar, that's fine. And once you have Spider completed, you obviously like remove the one green point from the crossroads. And yes, you choose Spider over, say, Raven, because Spider has better like stats early game. Much more useful stats. Raven can be good, but it's kind of more like an end game or like late game devotion if you need OA. Or if you're playing a pet build, it can also be, I guess, a bit more useful earlier. What the fuck? One other thing you could do is you could do Fiend and Rat. Fiend needs 5, Rat needs 4. But I think it's 1 or 2 more than the other route. Which... Like, Rat is obviously not that perfect for fire damage. But it honestly doesn't have, like, terrible stats, apart from the acid damage. It's actually pretty good. And it does give you like the one advantage of having another like active 4 damage a little earlier already. What is this, by the way? Devourer Ring. This fire chaos damage, +3 temper. Oh, it's a physical chaos ring, right? It's kind of for like Chaos Witchblade, Chaos Commando, Chaos Pyro. It's also, I think, more melee focused. Maybe. I mean, yeah, if you look at the skills that you're getting, it's kinda a bit more melee, maybe. But like weapon damage based. It's probably also okay for casters. Okay, where the heck am I going? I'm like running in circles here for no reason. I need to go here. Right, what am I doing? Yeah, back to normal for spaces for now. I'll also probably end the stream after this. Just running this one side quest real quick. Grimithy Dawn. Yo, Dying Hermit, how's it going? Are they letting me out? Who? Oh, I'm stuck here forever. I'm stuck in the void. In-game and IRL. Stuck in the void forever. That's your place? Hey, I'm stuck in the void, not in the fridge. You can stay in the fridge if you want. Snapped out rectors, I'm not the emperor. Algrim, is that my real name? Am I Algrim? What? I yield, friend, I yield. Remake Fick. Oh yeah. Remake Fick indeed. He's still stuck in my cellar, isn't he? Mike who? Mike Fick fuck? Huh? Let's go with Fiend Leather. For now. Where did he go?
See anything you like?
He went into this server called Relic, where you do this working and having social interactions kind of stuff. I heard they have pretty good graphics, but the gameplay is pretty grindy and very pay to win.
Put it to good use.
Very, very pay to win, I gotta say.
Bring them back here.
Hold on, I didn't get a second skilled item. I'm an idiot, right? At least put this here. IRL sucks, needs a buff.
Need something broken down?
Some of the mechanics are like heavily unbalanced, not gonna lie. Like spawn points, for example, need to be rebalanced as well. Real hardcore, yeah. Just link your Grim Dawn account to your IRL account. Then, if you die in real, like in game, then you can also die in real life. And also, if you die in real life, then your characters also all die with you.
See anything you
Yep,
like?
yep. True and
Put
real.
it to good use.
Alright, cool. So we've done this quest as well.
See what's
Does it
left
give me
of your
honored? No, of
wares.
course not. Oh my god, dude. Rep.
See you around.
Rip the rep. You wish you rolled for strength or charisma? Just roll for money. What do you mean? Okay, nah. Not just roll for money. Charisma is honestly one of the most important ones. Anyway. Nah, fuck bounties. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. It's been a lot of fun playing these two builds today with you guys. Through Forgotten Gods, nuking some enemies with this one, and also opening some holes in the ground with Ravenous Earth. If you wanna check out some more Grim Dawn content, you can always do that on my YouTube. We can also always hang out on Discord. Hop on there to talk about Grim Dawn or other stuff. So yeah, thanks so much for the follows and subs today. I appreciate every single one of you being here. And I'll see you around on the next time. Will the game be harder later? Yes. It will be harder later. If you know what you're doing though, it can stay reasonably easy for quite a bit until you get to the actual endgame.